Imagine this: rent the runway in an airline, have a baby. Let's say you're going to Japan
Hmm.
and you don't need to pack a suitcase. You arrive to your hotel to a stack of clothes that are ready to go because you've already pre-selected them before you left on your trip. You never had to lug around suitcase. You didn't have to worry about the pre-packing, anything like that. Do you think that that would be something that you'd be interested in?
Not really.
Why?
It's just is it breaking it down? Is it my clothes, or are they just having clothes and then having it ready? It's not your clothes; it's their clothes, right?
It's
And
just
then
rent the runway. It's not your dress.
for me, I'm very particular. I just like having my stuff. If I had to think about one trip, no, I would not, only because I like having my stuff. And I travel very light anyway, so maybe who travels big suitcases? I travel with a small carry-on suitcase, no matter how long the duration. For me, I wouldn't be interested. It just sounds very unappealing. It just sounds, oh, whatever. That sounds very unappealing for me.
I completely agree with you. So there's an article that came out. Japan Airlines is launching this service called Anywhere, Anywhere. And if you're in my notes, you could click the hyperlink that says online if you want to see what some of their options are. But here's how it works. You would book with Japan Airlines, you would send them your hotel information, and then you go online and you pick these different kits. Each of the kits are anywhere between $28 to $49 each for a range of business or business casual type clothing. The idea behind it is this would help incentivize individuals to not pack as much. And so the planes wouldn't burn as much fuel because of the weight, and it'd be good for the environment. What I was actually hearing was if the planes weigh less per passenger, the company makes more money per passenger. But, we could say that it's for the environment. Sure.
To fit more people in there.
Same amount of people, less weight, more money per person, even though in the prior episode we talked about how most airlines don't even make money on these flights. So when you click through the actual online platform as if you were choosing the clothing, I clicked through a lot of these. It is not my style. That was the big thing. Like, it was super unappealing because I went through let's see, at the time of this recording, there's 18 different things you could choose. I couldn't find one kit that I would actually select. Like, and it could be a mixture of things. It's a very early beta product. It's invite only right now. The
Hmm.
pictures look hurt. They look like Poshmark. Like, I took a picture hanging up my clothing on a chain link fence, and the clothes are not even ironed. And sure, this is an MVP. If it works at this level, once they polish it up, then yeah, it's gonna work. I don't see myself being a user of this. You don't see yourself being a user of
No,
this. So if we had
because
to
you're gonna
categorize this as boom or bust, what would you say?
bust for sure. Because the thing about it, if you're gonna be it depends also how what market you're gonna go to. What kind of person is it? Just being a one city traveler and leaving. For us, we usually travel multiple cities, or we do Airbnbs. At that point, maybe if it got better. As right now, we're staying in hotels because Airbnb sucks. Fix your shit, Airbnb. But you have different. We're traveling all the time, so the flexibility of having that, we're not gonna be with Japan all the time. Is it? And let's just say, for example, Japan can go all of these places. Let's say it goes to New York. Let's go say it goes to Tokyo, London, and another country. Say we're going to four countries in the span of, like, we're just doing a month vacation. Yeah, it just sounds. We have to go with a possible hotel that they'll be able to send it to, so it limits our hotel addresses. So what happens if we're trying to find a cheap one? They don't have a business with that, or how's that even going to work? You know. So what are the logistic standpoints of this? If it booms, then it'll be a really great idea. But for right now, I think flexibility wise, I'm not the person to be marketing towards, because I like the flexibility of getting up and going, making sure that my clothes are going to be there. What happens if the clothes aren't there? What if they mess up and put it in the wrong room?
I'm sure they have some of those things thought through.
So yeah, dude, it just, I can see where the comfortability is. If you're just a backpacker saying, I just want to bring my backpack on and just go to Japan or X country and call it a day, I think that'd be pretty sick. If you just want to get a flight, get a backpack, and just go and just have your passport and wallet kind of with you, and that's all kind of all you need to go out of country, then yeah, that's pretty tight. But outside of that, I don't see a functionality for this.
The
How about you?
intended customer is definitely not us.
Yeah,
We're low-key minimalists. We travel super, super light. Even like that one trip that I was gone for 5 weeks, it was a carry-on.
just do laundry there. I don't. People have a weird thing about doing laundry. It's just so funny. Also, sidebar, but doing laundry in another country, doing laundry somewhere else, people are just like, why? Or send it, give it to the hotel, pay for it. I don't know, whatever you're. It's not hard. I don't know why people,
Some
even
people
my
they
parents,
pack
like they
because they're
need
like,
everything,
I mean, think
bring
about some people that go
everything.
for a 1 week trip and they have a giant check-in bag.
Why?
I don't think this would appeal to them either, though, because they're gonna want their specific shoes or their specific pants or whatever it is. So I agree with you. Yeah, it's gonna be a bust on this one, but I do always love some kind of
A new
innovation, willing to
a
try
new
it.
type of process. What There's another, I forget if it was a certain airline or something. I think it was Qatar Air, sorry, Qatar Air, and they would pick up your luggage from your home if you really got first class or something like that, and they would ship it to the hotel. So when you travel, you were traveling minimally. I think that was a service, or there was a service where you could just get your bags picked up and they'll be shipped to the destination, a hotel, and it'll be ready when you get there. I thought that would be kind of cool, but I forget if that was a separate company or a service through Qatar.
That would be cool. That's a very luxury-esque service.
Yeah. You don't have to wait in line, even though you finished flying first class. You don't have to wait at the luggage carrier. Someone already picked it up. It's already getting shipped via somehow, FedEx or something. I don't really know what they're using, all the way to the country of where you're gonna start. And I think that would be a luxury. Okay, cool.
I think the Japan Airlines one could work if they partnered and did more of the Rent the Runway model. So right now
I'm
it's a bunch
unfamiliar
of
with the
off-brand kind of clothing, but what if you got to pick everything a la carte? Of course, this is going to have a huge inventory amount that they need. So there's the logistic piece. But what if they had all their big brands there? North Face, Patagonia, Ritzia for, girl clothing or, whatever it is. Then you could pick and choose different things that you may not have purchased. And you could put together the kits and outfits that you want. If you could do that at a reasonable price, it might actually be worth it. Here's a really good example. This is an extreme example, but when I went to Tanzania and did Mount Kilimanjaro, a majority of people don't have the gear to go and do that hike. And so you have to rent everything. But the way that you do it is you fly in 2 days early, you go into this massive warehouse, and you're basically putting all this stuff together in a very manual way to build the kits that you need. So the guides are there and they're letting you know you need one windbreaker, go find a windbreaker. You need a pair of gloves, go find a pair of gloves. You need these types of pants, go find these pairs of pants. And so in some cases, they didn't have your size. And so you would try them on there and be like, this was close enough. So putting something together like that, that's a very small niche thing of going up Mount Kili. But here's the one thing. All of their stuff was name brand.
Really?
Everything. Arc'teryx, Patagonia, everything. I mean, even REI Co-op was out there. A lot of their stuff, what ended up happening over the years is people that would fly with all of that stuff over there for that trip and pre-purchase it, they just donate it afterward they're done because they don't want to take it back.
Snap. That's
and so just over time, it just built this inventory of clothing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
So merging those two, I think there could be something. But as it is with Japan Air, not looking forward to seeing this last very long.
I'm like, no. I think it can yeah, probably not. I'm trying to be optimistic. I really can't. I can't see anything what people would actually want to.
All right, let's wrap it up. Well, if you made it this far, thank you for joining us on episode 12 of the Nick and Justin podcast. If you haven't already, subscribe below, leave a comment, throw us a if you like what we're doing or chatting about, and we will see you in the next one.
Peace.